All right, guys, you're in for a treat. It's takeout doubles, lesson 20. And when I mean in for a treat, it means you're going to find it really hard. No, okay, so the basic meaning of a double and redouble. So we haven't really used these cards much. We've used double for penalty, but we haven't really discussed them that much. So we're going to get into that now. Lesson 20. Double says, I think your contract will fail. So in other words, the old school meaning was you might open a heart and they would double you, and you're saying, I don't think you're going to make one heart. All right. So that's the old school kind of meaning, the basic meaning. And if you redouble, it says, I think our contract will succeed. So the opposition double you, and you can redouble them back, as it were. It's like they double you saying, I don't think you can make it. And then you can kind of redouble them back saying, actually, I think we will. This is kind of the old school meaning of these. It's a little bit like backgammon. This, you doubling dice. I don't know if any of you played backgammon, but it's a bit like doubling dice, where you sort of up the ante even more, kind of thing, because you think you're in a better position. So you kind of redouble them back. Right. So let's look at double then. So a double contract might succeed. Now, a double game contract that succeeds receives a small bonus. Right. So now the big risk doubles are these, though. Okay, all of these. The big risk doubles are 2 hearts, 2 spades, 3 clubs, and 3 diamonds. So if you're already in game, so for instance, if you're in 4 hearts and you get doubled, it's not too bad. You get a little bit of an extra bonus. Okay, so if you're playing pairs, you'll still end up losing if nobody doubles you. But if you get doubled in these kind of contracts and you end up making the contract, then you end up getting a big score. Okay, because 2 hearts, if you double 2 hearts, what it does is it doubles the bonus. Sorry, when you score 2 hearts, it's 2 times 30, which is 60. And if you double that, you then get 120. And because you're now getting over the 100 points, you're now getting the game bonus. So you're going from 2 hearts doubled to making a game instead of just getting a part score. So for instance, if you made 2 hearts and you just made it on the noggin, okay, you'd get 60 plus 50. That would be 110. But if you get doubled, then you're now getting game. So you're getting a game bonus as well. So if we have a look at this, 2 spades on double scores 110. Yeah, 2 times 30 is 60 plus 50 for the part score. It gives you 110. But now when you get doubled in 2 spades, the score is either 470 or 670, depending on whether you're vulnerable or not. So you see now the score has massively gone up. And so this is why you've really got to be careful when you double these kind of contracts, because if they make, they're now making game. All right. Now, if you're playing pairs, in some respects, it doesn't really matter. You either kind of get a top or a bottom. But if you're playing another kind of variant called teams, then it does make a huge difference. Then it makes a bigger difference, say, in teams, I guess. Now, low-level contracts are not often double for penalties for this kind of reason. So double a low level tells partner to bid. So it's actually what's known as a takeout double. So we're actually saying, partner, we need you to take us out of this contract that they're in. The exception is if they bid a no trump. So if they bid a no trump, then doubling them is a penalty double. We're basically saying we've got more points than them. All right. So I'm going to have a look at some examples. So suppose the bidding goes, North opens a heart, and then we double this with the East cards. Okay. So this double shows a hand as follows then. It could have a support for spades, diamonds, and clubs. So you're happy to play in any of these suits. It's what's known as a takeout double. You don't want to play in hearts, and you're saying to partner, I want to play in spades, diamonds, or clubs. So it's actually a useful bid, this double, because you can kind of bid 3 suits in one bid. Now, so it has shortage in hearts. Yeah, so you're going to have 3 cards pretty much in these 3 suits at the very least. It generally has 4 spades, so you tend to have, you don't, it's not guaranteed that, but quite often you'll have 4 of the other major, but that's not a guarantee. But it's something that you kind of want to have. It has opening bid value, so you should have an opening hand when you make this double. So you can't just double it on shape. So in other words, if you've got like no hearts and you've got 4 spades, 5 clubs and 4 diamonds, you can't just double it because you've got the right shape. You've got to have some, opening values. Okay. If you were 5-4-4, maybe you could get away with like a 10 count or something like that. But you're certainly not going to have like a 6 count. Or the other thing is, occasionally, it doesn't happen very often, you can have a strong hand where you're 18 plus. So that's where you could have a 5-card suit and you've got 18 plus points. So that's why we say the overcalls are between 8 and 17 points. So when you get over 17 points, you then double and then you're going to bid your suit. All right. We'll talk about that later. So if next hand passed, then partner of the double must bid. So in other words, if it goes 1 heart, double, pass, your partner now must bid unless they can penalize 1 heart, right? And if they're going to penalize 1 heart, they're going to have about 6 hearts or at least 5 hearts in the hand to double it because they are in front of the person who's bid a heart. When you're in front of someone, it's much harder to take them off. You want to have, if you've got length in a suit, so if they bid hearts, you actually want the length behind their bid. Okay, so that when they play a heart, you can beat their heart. If you're playing in front all the time, if they play a high heart in front, then the person who's sat behind them can play a low heart. Until we find an exception, all doubles of suit bids below 2 no trumps are takeout. So for now, as a beginner, what we're going to do is anything that's below 2 no trumps, double is, apart from no trumps, is going to be for takeout. Later on, you might change it, okay, as you get more experience. Now, any suit but this one, partner, that's what we're saying, double. Partner bid any suit other than the one we just doubled. So we're sort of saying we would have opened the bidding. So if they hadn't bid anything, we would have opened one other suit most likely. So the rules then, double of no trumps is penalty. Double of suit below 2 no trumps is takeout. And doubles of suit above 2 no trumps is penalty until you know better. Okay. So if we have a look at some examples, so 1 diamond, we now double. So is this a takeout or is this a penalty? So if you think about the rules I've just given you, what does this double mean? It should be for takeout, right? So we don't want to leave them in 1 diamond. Unless West has got a stack of diamonds, you can't leave it in. So you've got to take it out. Okay, so 1 club, pass, 1 heart, partner no doubles. Is this a takeout double or is it a penalty double? Again, it is a takeout double. Okay, so actually, if I just go back. So what does that actually mean? 1 club, 1 heart. It's a takeout double. This time it's a takeout of both of these suits. So what he's showing here is that you've got spades and diamonds. So this is the great thing about doubles. This is where doubles can really come into their own, in that you're now showing 2 suits. So if you were to bid 1 spade, for instance, that would show spades, but it wouldn't show diamonds. So here, by doubling, you can show spades and diamonds. So you're going to have 4-4 at least in the other 2 suits. You might well have 4 spades and 5 diamonds, for instance, to make this double. So rather than bidding 2 diamonds, you could just bid double with, say, a 4-card spade suit and a 5-card diamond suit. What I'd probably do if I had 5 spades, I'd probably bid the spade suit because it's a major. 1 no trump, pass, double. Is it takeout or penalty? Okay, so this time now, this is a penalty double. So it should be showing more points than the one no trump. So this should be showing 15 points because they've bid a no trump. It's a penalty double, and this double shows 15 plus points. We're showing we've got more points than North. So East now makes a decision. So if you just assign this West as having like 15 points, you've got to think, can you take it off? So if you've got like an 8 count, you've got 15 plus 8, you've got 23, and they've got 17. There's a very good chance you can take this contract off, and you'd leave the double in. If you've got fewer than 5 points and maybe a long suit, you might think, right, I'll bid that suit because actually I think they're going to make one no trump. So if you make a bid here, okay, whatever you bid should just be natural. So if East, for instance, now bids 2 clubs, it would just be a natural bid saying, I don't fancy taking one no trump off here, partner. Okay, so there. 1 diamond pass, 2 diamonds double. Is that takeout or penalty? Okay, again, it's takeout. It's takeout of diamonds. Partner's forcing you to bid at the 2 level, so it must be better than minimum, hopefully. All right, so you should have some sort of shape, or at least, shortage in diamonds or more points, let's say. So sometimes you could have a 3-card diamond suit, but you'd have more points. The 2 diamond, remember, is just showing like 6 to 9 points. And the likelihood is, if South's bidding correctly, they shouldn't have a 4-card major as well. Because if they did have a 4-card major and 6 to 9 points, it should go a diamond, a heart, or a diamond, a spade. So kind of that South does not have a 4-card major if they're playing correctly, which is a big assumption. Okay, 1 spade, 1 no trump. Okay, is this a takeout or a penalty double? This one is a little bit confusing, all right? This is a takeout. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, only a bid no trumps. All right, but this is a special kind of a situation where they bid a suit and a bid a no trump. What this is actually showing, this is a takeout double of spades. So whatever suit they bid and you double, it's a takeout bid of that suit. So they can bid any suit and then bid a no trump, and this double would then be a takeout of that suit. Okay. All right. So have I gone too far in the bid in here? No. So 1 heart. Oh, excuse me. 1 heart, pass, a spade. North doubles. Is this takeout or penalties? Again, it's takeout. Takeout of spades this time. So he's saying to partner, you got a very good hand. Remember, they could not overcall. They could not bid over 1 heart. So South doesn't have more than 5 points. So North must have a pretty tasty hand here, like an 18 count, I would suggest. They're not going to have like a 15 count because then South is only going to have 5 points maximum, because if they had 6 points, they're going to bid a no trump or a spade. So South has got a maximum of a 5 count. So here, double should be like at least 18 points, I would suggest. Or shapely. Okay, so maybe you have 5 hearts, 4 clubs, and 4 diamonds, and then you might have some less points. Okay, South has not made a bid other than pass, so the double can only be for takeout. Okay, so they open a spade. So here we've got this hand. So remember our overcalls. Normally you'd overcall with 5-card suit. 5-card suit, remember. So this is now a perfect hand to describe your hand. This is a beautiful hand for doubling. It's like the perfect hand. You've got a 14 count, shortage in spades, 4 cards in every other suit. This is the perfect hand. This is the classic 4-4-4-1 shape where you don't care what partner bids, because as long as they've got a 4-card suit, you've got a 4-4 fit. They can bid 2 clubs, 2 diamonds, or 2 hearts, and you've got a fit. So with this hand, if you're sat east, you can simply double. All right. Now, what are you going to bid with this hand? It's gone a spade. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14 count. What are you going to do here? Well, I would bid 2 hearts here because that shows a 5-card heart suit. So if you go back to our overcalls, then we've got the requirements here. We've got suit quality 8, and we've got more than 10 points. We've got a 14 count, so we can bid 2 hearts. This means that partner can support us with a 3-card heart suit. If we were to double, what might happen is partner might bid something like 2 diamonds. We'd be forced to pass, and we're in a 4-3 fit, or we might actually have a 5-3 heart fit on. So you're better off bidding 2 hearts. Also, there's more chance you'll find game if you bid 2 hearts than, say, doubling over 1 spade. Again, we've got a 5-card suit. So here we can bid 2 clubs. We don't have 4 hearts. So the danger of doubling here would be kind of showing that we've got 4 hearts. You could double with this hand. I know some people do, because doubling here doesn't guarantee you've got a 4-card heart suit, but it quite often implies that you do. You can actually have agreements with partner that if you do double, you almost certainly guarantees a 4-card major or the other major. The thing is here is if partner's got 5 hearts and not many points, they might just pass 2 clubs, okay? Whereas if you double, they're more likely to bid, say, 2 hearts when they've got a 5-card heart suit. So there is kind of that. There's always swings and roundabouts, but here we can bid 2 clubs. Now, this time we've got 14 count and 5 clubs and 4 hearts. So we're going to double though instead. Preferred to minor suit overcard because we've got a 4-card heart suit. So here, this is where I double now to show a 4-card heart suit. You hold 4 cards in the other major. Okay, so responder must bid if their right-hand opponent passes. Partner does not wish to defend their contract usually. So, but if right-hand opponent bids, then you are not forced to bid. Partner can bid again. All right, so in other words, what we're saying here is if it opens, they open a bidding, say, with 1 diamond, and then I double, and then this hand now bids a spade, partner of the doubler is not obliged to bid. It's gone 1 diamond, double, 1 spade. They don't have to bid now. So if you've got no points, just pass. All right, if you've got a terrible hand, totally flat hand, just pass. You're sort of pleased that they've now bid, okay? Because before you had a problem, okay? It was gone a diamond, double, pass, and let's say you got no points, okay, and a totally flat hand, it can be difficult to kind of bid. But now you can just pass if they come in the bidding. So responses then to take out doubles. So with 6 to 9 high card points with stops, you would bid 1 no trump. So in other words, if it goes a diamond, double, pass, you can bid a no trump with a diamond stop, and that'll just show 6 to 9 high card points. So don't bid a no trump if you've got a stop and say the king of diamonds. If you've only got 3 points, don't bid 1 no trump because it does show your point range. So if it goes a diamond, double, pass, don't bid a no trump just because say you've got king X of diamonds. Okay, that you've got the diamond stop, because if you only got 3 points, then you're showing partner you've got more points. Because when they double, they've got an opening hand, and it's possible that they've got like an 18 count, something like that. If they've got an 18 count when they double, and now you're bidding 1 no trump, showing 6 count, then they're going to leap up to 3 no trumps. And now you're going to be too far, you're going to be too high. Now, with 0 to 8 points, bid your suit at the minimum level. Okay, you just bid the lowest level that's left to you. If you've got a little bit more, you jump. Okay, so bid your suit, but at a higher level. 12 plus value. Okay, 5-card suits. Bid your suit with a double jump now. So instead of a single jump, you can jump 3 times. So in other words, 1 diamond double, you can jump to 3 spades with a 5-card spade suit and 12 plus points. 12 plus value. This is the one. Bid their suit. Okay, so bid the opener's suit. So 1 diamond, double, pass, 2 diamonds. Doesn't show diamonds. Okay, it's what's known as the unassuming Q bid. Okay, so we're getting complicated here. It's got a special name. It's called the unassuming Q bid, or UCB. It's asking partner for more information. All right, it's basically a forcing bid because it's got a diamond double. They've now shown an opening hand. So if you've got a 12 count, and there's a good chance you've got game on. So what you're doing is you're forcing the bidding. You're just saying to partner, I'm not sure what to bid here, but I want to keep the bidding going. So you can bid 2 diamonds to keep the bidding going. And it's usually a sort of, partner, what's your best major? For example, you might have 4-4 in the majors. So it might go a diamond, double, pass. And if you've got 4 spades and 4 hearts, which major do you choose? Okay, partner might only have 1 major when they've doubled. So here, by bidding 2 diamonds, partner can bid 2 hearts or 2 spades. Okay, whereas you would just be guessing to bid 2 hearts or 2 spades, and you might end up in a 4-3 fit. So make this unassuming Q bid. Okay, so it's gone 1 heart, double, pass, and it's now your bid with this hand. Okay, collection of cards there. What are you going to bid? The answer is 1 spade. You cannot leave it in. So as a beginner, you think, oh, I've got no points. I can't bid. But you've got to bid. If you leave it in 1 heart, it'll easily make, and they'll make over tricks, and you'll get a good score. So you need to bid 1 spade here. And you'll end up in a 4-4 fit, most likely, and partner's probably got a very good hand a lot of the time, or maybe opener's got a very good hand. It could be that these two are sort of battling between them with like 19 points each. Okay, but we're going to bid a heart, double, we're just going to bid a spade, and that just shows 0 to 8 points. Okay, so we've got a bit more now. We've got a 6 count. It's now our bid again. We're going to bid a spade again because we've still got 0 to 8 points. So we just bid 1 spade. This time we've got a 9 count. Okay, our hand's got a little bit better. So instead of bidding 1 spade, which shows 0 to 8 points, we've now got 9 points. We're going to jump to 2 spades. We've got a nice hand now. We could have 4 spades on. 6, 7. Okay. We got a heart stop, so we bid a no trump. Just shows 6 to 9 points and a heart stop. 6, 7. Okay. We have to bid 2 clubs now. So think about the way we bid normally. If partners have opened a heart, we'd bid a no trump with this hand. Okay, because we can't go to the 2 level. But here, going to the 2 level does not show like 10 plus points. Partners forced us to bid with their double. And because the next hand has passed, we're forced to bid. We're obliged to bid. So we're just going to bid our lowest 4 card suit, really. So we're just showing 2 clubs, which shows that we probably don't have a 4 card spade suit because we would have probably bid that. So if we had 4 spades and 4 clubs and our clubs were better, I'd still bid 1 spade. So here, 2 clubs, we don't have a 4 card spade suit most likely. And we've got a weak hand. By bidding 2 clubs, we're bidding at the lowest level in clubs. Okay. So, summary responses. Suit at the minimum level shows 0 to 8 points, and usually 4, although sometimes we might be forced to even bid on a 3 card spade, on a 3 card suit. Bid of 1 no trump shows 6 to 9 points and a stop in the opener's suit. Jump, a suit jump is showing 9 to 11 points. A bid of the opponent's suit shows 12 plus. And I haven't got it on there. Jumping, a double jump shows a 5 card suit and 12 plus. All right, now the last one is pass. You have more of their suit than they do. So you might well have a 6 card suit or something like that. And you kind of just have to leave them in at the 1 level and hope you can take them off. And that is it. So that's doubles. That is basic doubles, the takeout double. Okay, doubles are a very confusing topic, and we'll definitely come back to doubles in the future. But that is the basic premises of a takeout double. and how doubles are used. All right.